Welcome everybody to the 3480 podcast. It's been a minute.
It won't be another break this long.
There won't.
Yeah, no.
There won't. We were going to record yesterday, but
my Wi-Fi pooped on itself.
Yep.
Literally pooped on itself, and that's no lie.
The messages were delayed.
It
by
was so
30
weird.
Minutes.
The first ones were
minutes.
it was like an hour because I sent you a message at 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think you ever got the snap message because it doesn't even say you got it. Like when I looked the last time, so I was like, just yo, what's up?
We made a joke. We were gonna record on Monday, but then your washing machine didn't work. So
that was bad.
Clothes.
No, I just didn't. I put it in the washing machine, and it stalls sometimes. Like it doesn't. It'll stop at a certain cycle. And it just stopped, and I didn't restart it. Or not restart it, I didn't start it back up again. I hear you. Because I went to sleep.
I hear you. And then the Wi-Fi didn't go. But before that, you were just...
Yeah.
He didn't have COVID.
No, but I was sick.
No, we were both negative for COVID, but he had... What was it called?
Well, I have a CVS problem. Well, it's not... I've grown out of it, but, that was my first cycle in, ever. To where I just felt so bad.
I hear you.
And it's just, not fun, basically.
Yeah, it didn't sound fun when you described it.
No,
it's not. I looked it up to see what it was, and I was like,
dude, it's rare.
It is rare.
It's super rare. And
I went on the little medical websites, just to, a little synopsis on it.
I'm one of the lucky ones.
No, but everything's good, guys. We're back. 3480 podcast once again.
Yes, sir.
If you guys haven't heard, if you guys follow us on Instagram and stuff, we have Christmas cards. They just came in. We have Christmas cards and we have stickers. Each sticker will be
are dope.
Be in a card. But we have three gift cards. I'm not gonna tell you what they're for. We're not gonna tell you the amount they're on. And 3 lucky people. We're not even gonna know who gets it. We're gonna Chris and I are gonna sign each card personalized. Send you a message.
Sign the gift card?
Yeah, no, sign the card. We're going to sign the card, and then after we're done signing, we're just going to pick 3. We're not even going to see who the card is going to, and we're just going to throw them in it. We're going to throw a gift card in it.
I like that. That's cool. That's dope.
Everything's going to be good. Just a little thank you for supporting us since the start of August.
Big trust.
I started the podcast in August. You came in...
I think my first episode was
Your first episode was episode 3, but your first
legitimate episode
on the team was
6, right? 6 or 7.
It was episode 6.
Yeah. See, I have a good memory sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it could have been 8, and we're just both ridiculous.
It could have been, but all right. I have to ask the question: how are you?
Good now.
You're good now.
Rough couple past weeks, but I'm fine and dandy. How's
the house going?
The house?
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks because, I would like to work on it, but my mom realistically does have a job, and she works from home. So she's on call, and I can't be, banging on wood. So it's taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but it's been
Isn't
good.
she in sales?
Yeah. It's, sales and ships and all that fun stuff, cargo. That's the best way to describe it. It's just cargo. But
because I remember one day she came into Subway.
Yeah.
Jet lagged. Because she got back from London.
Dude, when she goes on trips and comes back, I like it a lot because I haven't seen her in 4 days. Mm-hmm. And I'll be the first one to admit I'm probably a mama's boy over anything else. But it's just I can tell. Because she has to go to it's either Chicago, which is the easiest time zone to get adjusted to, or Barcelona.
Barcelona?
Yeah, that's her favorite place she's been.
She's been to Barcelona.
She talks a lot about it too. That is... supposedly it's really nice. So sounds pretty nice.
Does her business pay for the trips?
Yeah, everything on a
that's
company
phenomenal.
credit card.
The job may be a little but if you get paid trips to Barcelona and London, I'll take it.
That is true. The only problem is now it's not happening because of all COVID
and all that stuff.
They won't let Americans anywhere, or they won't let anyone anywhere, but. No, for us to try to get out, it's going to be hard.
I think Europe has opened their borders to the countries. I think. Oh, wait.
Or is it about to get closed again because...
I know, yeah. I was just thinking about it because the second wave of COVID just hit in Europe, and U.S. is about to get our third wave.
Isn't it? There's supposed to be more waves too. Like realistically, that's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but
it's
a vaccine
a process.
is starting to come out. Pfizer is going to release 50 million doses by the end of the year, and then 1.8 billion doses by 2021.
I'm not one of those people, but I try to look at something from every standpoint, and I think that a vaccine, because it's only been under a year.
It's been about 9 months,
and they're releasing a vaccine, and I already know half the population is going to be so skeptical, maybe even more than half.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah, because we're already skeptical about vaccinations that have been around for hundreds of years. Well, not hundreds, but
the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, but I don't get those guys.
I mean, vaccines have been proven multiple occasions to be effective. I mean, just look at the flu. Flu shots, so many. And then you have measles, chickenpox. So
I think if people were going to have a doubt in a vaccination, I think this is the first one where we can have a legitimate doubt. And I don't even have a doubt in it. But if someone were to, I wouldn't hate them for it. I wouldn't call them an anti-vaxxer. Because, I mean, it is hard to trust something. But since I do have that rare condition we talk about, I have tested medicine before that was really new. And even though I was only like 5 at the time, it helped. It didn't hurt me.
Yeah.
So I would be the first one in line for a vaccination of this. But
medicine is so weird.
It is weird.
Every single body is different.
Yeah.
So every single body can react differently. It's like if, say, we both got the same COVID vaccine, you may be allergic to it, and I'll be completely fine.
And that's why, I mean, diseases are also weird just in that case. That's why vaccinations have to be weird. Because if I get COVID, you get COVID, you might not show symptoms at all. You might not even know you have it. And then I come down with, like, the worst case.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, they have to be weird in that regard, I guess.
That's why COVID-19, I think, is so... It's so...
strange.
Diverse. I mean, this isn't the first pandemic of COVID that we've had. We've had different coronavirus because COVID's a form of SARS, and we've had a SARS pandemic. The official name, scientific name of the coronavirus is called SARS-CoV-2. That's what the scientific name is.
The second?
SARS-CoV-2, yeah.
That's nice. It's a junior.
I guess so. The second. If you want to put some Roman numerals with it.
That would be kind of dope, honestly. Or is it? Do they do it with the 2, or do they do it with
the 2? It's SARS-CoV, then 2.
Isn't SARS a supplement? Now I'm just lost.
Whenever I think of SARS, I think of disease.
I think of bodybuilding, but I don't think it's SARS.
Bodybuilding?
Yeah, because there's a supplement that's close to I don't know if it's called SARS, but it's close to it.
I've never heard of it.
All right, I gotta look it up now. Give me a second,
I've never heard of it. I can just look it up on my laptop.
Oh my gosh. Imagine look up SARS at like supplement or SARS bodybuilding or something.
SARS supplement. SARS. CDC, New York Times.
No, it's not called SARS. Is it Sears?
SARMs.
SARMs.
That's what they're called. SARMs.
It's crazy.
Expert urge caution on SARMs. Because when you look up SARS supplement, everything just comes up with CDC.
And like medication probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. But SARMs would be crazy though. Basically like a steroid, I guess.
I hear you. It's I don't know. This pandemic is going crazy, and now we have the elections out of the way.
Thank God. Oh my god.
Elections out of the way. No more ads on YouTube. No more ads on TV. No more ads on anything for our next 4 years.
And thankfully, I know there's still the people that argue every 5 seconds about it, but there's so much controversy that I can just feel has gone away, and I'm so happy for that.
It is. But then you have like all the stuff that's going to happen until President-elect Biden gets into office.
And I wish... I don't know. I don't even know what I wish. Because I'm one of those people, and I don't care what anyone's belief is, but my personal is that, like, the president doesn't have the biggest role. Mm-mm. So I wish it was kind of like...
There's a reason why the government's...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the president is just kind of like a face of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish we could just kind of, like, got along.
Why can't we all just hold hands and sing?
Right?
Yeah. Why? I don't understand that.
But no, it has to be, like... There has to be a line.
Everyone hates you. There's going to be radicals on each side.
Yeah.
It's like people, so like say like you're on the left, like you think like, oh, we don't have radicals. And same thing on the right.
That is kind of nuts, isn't it?
I know. It's like you are me. I like being in the middle. I like being a rationalist.
Even the middle,
optimistic.
have radicals too, like theoretically, because they're just so against both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like where you are.
I can see myself like that. It's just because I will never ever look at one side and just one side.
That's me. I just want to look at everybody's view on things.
And some people like hate people like us for that.
It is true.
It's like,
that
how
is
can you
very
look
true.
at their side? They're so
it's
stupid.
Like,
it's
well, because we
don't-
want to understand everything.
Yeah.
Because when you look at one side, you're gonna get a bias, no matter
very
what.
Curious. And like maybe you'll agree on one thing on one side, and you'll agree on a different thing on the other side.
That is a fact. That is a big fact. And I think the election is everyone should just be happy it's over. I think it didn't do anything bad being over. I think it did a lot of bad being in. I feel like the election always messes a lot of people
Politics
up.
will never go away.
Yeah.
Sadly, it will never go away. As I think I've said this before I think I said this on last episode. If men were angels, there would be no need for government. That's what I think Alexander. Either Thomas Jefferson or Alexander Hamilton said that.
I do have a question for you. Okay. Kind of off topic.
Okay.
Photography.
We're switching.
Yes, we are switching.
Photography.
How's that going for you?
It's going okay. It's going good.
Saw some pictures, made me blush. I was like, oh, those look really cool. You know what I mean?
You saw the eye one?
It wasn't even the eye. The eye one was really cool, but it was like there was one where there was two people, they were together, and it hit different. I was like, you know,
was
that
it on
is
the
really
street or with a little light?
It was with the light.
Yep.
The light one was like the angle. I've seen pictures that are just too smooth. They just don't vibe very well. Like that's a good example. The mountain's crisp in that, but the water's really smoothed out, and it's
contrast.
Yeah, you can see where it's kind of different, and that was like with the light. It hit right. I don't know. There was a vibe about it that was just like, it didn't have smoothness, but it had so much crispness. And that's what I hope you were going for, because I could sound like an idiot right now, but it just sounded so crispy, or it looked so crispy.
Well, okay, so what I was trying to do in the shoot, so in that photo particularly, I was trying to just. So I don't spend hours and hours. Like I probably spent around maybe like 30 or 40 minutes on that photo alone.
Really?
Just trying to get it. So what I was trying to do with that is the outside. I tried to like make it like a little blurry, and there's something called vignette. I don't know if you know what that is. So vignette is a effect on videos and photos, where it's like a border. It can either be white or black. So if you lower the vignette, it's more black. And it's just like a border, really. All my photo heads and video heads will know what it is. They'll know what I'm talking about. So I tried to add some vignette and some blurriness around the edges. I really wanted I wanted the couple and the light to strictly stand out. It did. I mean, I hope I executed it perfectly.
It looks executed perfully. It gave me the tingles. I was like, oh.
Tingles.
That was really cool.
No, my favorite one definitely was the eyes. It was
just really dope. It was a really good visual, but
dude, the eyes photo, it was taken in the middle of a sidewalk in downtown Monroe.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's in downtown Monroe.
And
it was taken in the middle of a sidewalk.
See, my thing is I'm so much more of a simplistic person, I guess. So, like, I'd rather look at a really old-timey photo, like, something like that, I guess. So that's why I really enjoyed the light one. Because everybody, I guess, has their preference. That's so cool. Preferences.
Yeah.
It's just not cool when people fight over preferences. That's the only thing that's not cool.
When people can respect each other, everything's fine.
And that can also grow ideas, I wish people would understand that. If you look at this person's side and the other person looks at your side, and you clash them together, you'll disagree on a lot, but there might be one thing you agree on, and you form an idea on that, and it's like the best idea ever.
Yeah, you don't have to like someone, but you can respect someone without liking them.
That is a fact.
So
I'm all about respect. I think respect is over.
It's like me. I'm not a fan of Biden, but I respect him.
Yeah,
I mean, he has that authority.
He won.
Huh? Yeah, he has the authority now. I mean, even when he was vice president.
That is true.
It's like Barack Obama. Like I respect him and stuff. So like I don't like a good amount of politicians.
Yeah, I don't like any. Honestly.
But I mean I have to respect them and stuff.
They some of them worked to where they got. So it's right to say. I guess all of them worked. I won't hate. All of them worked to be in the position they're at, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So That's cool.
That's how it is. But overall, I enjoy photography a lot.
It seems like you enjoy it.
I have more shoots scheduled as well. So, and I'm always looking for more people just to like kind of do it. Like, because that shoot was my first ever it was my first ever professional. Not professional, just like actually telling them what to do, figuring it out, and then editing everything together.
What I like about art, like any form of art, we're talking music.
I don't like painting.
No, painting even painting. You can tell when someone likes what they're doing by the appeal of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like with music is one of the hugest things right now just because of the rap game and hip hop and pop and country and all that. You can tell when someone's singing or rapping on a label, and then you can tell when someone's doing it because they want to.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge difference.
That's why I love indie artists.
Yeah, they're amazing. Even in the I only know indie as video game industry, but you can just tell those games. Wait. Some of those games have so much.
You know what I mean by indie.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Okay.
But my indie scene has always just been like video games because that's where I come from almost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just crazy because everybody in that category, most of every people are looking for something more than just money. They want to do it.
That's why, I mean, that was kind of like my main reason to start this podcast.
That is a fact.
Just because I love being behind a camera.
I love talking.
I love it. Best of both. I love having conversations. I just do. I love having conversations. And hopefully soon enough we'll have a guest on the show. Dude, so it'll be 3 people.
We can have your dog as a guest.
He'll be barking at you the whole time.
That would be so funny. Conversation right there. Boom. Me and him can just talk back and forth.
Yeah. Just bark back.
Yeah. Honestly.
No, I love conversations though. It's so nice. It's just actually that's why I love going to like a coffee shop.
Coffee shop?
Just a nice coffee shop with one of your good friends. Drinking a cup of coffee and then just talking.
I thought you were about to go in and talk to someone like random. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. Well, I could.
I could do that. I mean, if someone if I noticed someone like doing something that I was interested, it's like if I saw someone like editing a video at a coffee shop and like if they were actually kind of like open to talk, I would be like, oh, what are you editing? And like maybe like they're editing on Premiere Pro or something. I'd be like, how do you like it? It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm a video editor as well. I like editing videos. I don't have much to edit so far, but...
I'm really strange. Because, like, in school, I almost, like, I just kind of didn't talk to anybody. Or I talked to a lot of people, but...
You started talking to me towards the end of
the
semester.
Well, that's because of Subway, but...
Yeah, that is true. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. We're gonna stop. I really... So, it was really funny. So, after I met your mom...
Dude, it took months for us to find out.
It did take us months. It was so weird.
I didn't know you were over the summer, too. I'm 90% sure you were the person.
Over the summer, and like halfway through the semester, the guy in your class has been making your dinner 3 times a week. That's so...
Maybe more. It all depends on what the week was.
Dude, it was so funny.
Yeah.
I remember it was right before class started. You were sitting down randomly, and I sat down right next to you, started saying your order, and I remember you got so hyped.
I was hyped. I was like, yo, hey. This person makes my sandwiches. And you did the best job. Like, no hate to any coworkers, but they just didn't hit right. Yours was the only one that was warm, had enough ranch, and like...
Oh, I give you extra ranch.
Yeah,
I also like personalized it too after I found out.
I know you did personalize it. I have my little letters. Man. I was like, oh, I feel special.
Got you the cookies.
Yes, sir. Every time,
dude. It was so funny, and then you and I just kind of had that bond afterwards.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That's the best way to probably grow a bond though, off of something like that. Just because it's so random. It's not like, it wasn't even a bond off interest. It was literally a bond from Subway. That's so that's so weird.
And then you and I just kind of... I don't think we ever made a film together.
No, we were always in different groups because you had your little section and I didn't really have a little section. I just kind of like...
I did have my section.
Made sure I was with Matthew more. He was cool. He was dope.
That was... I mean, overall, I think you and I definitely... We had the bond afterwards, and then we definitely just...
Yeah.
We just kind of...
Well, we knew each other the whole time.
We did.
Very subtly, though.
Yeah.
Like, not at all. We knew each other, but we didn't. It was strange.
We had a recollection. I think is the word of each other, but we never like kind of sat down and talked.
That's the thing with me in school, though. I don't. This was the point I was trying to get to a while back ago, but that was we had to start talking about that. We had to, because that's a good beginning right there. So, the reason I don't talk to people, or the reason I feel like it's kind of hard to talk to people in school, so many people care about reputation. So you can't just go up and talk to somebody without them overthinking stuff about who they're talking to, and that's with a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was with that many people, but after you start getting to know someone, they kind of fall short on some topics. They kind of like don't talk about some things that they might actually want to talk about, but they don't because they think I'm going to see them a certain way.
Yeah. It's like for example, say like a jock, like a full-on jock.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just really funny. There was a guy named Harrison in our school. And we knew of each other. We knew who we were. And he was like he was a sports player. And then I saw the Twitch app on his phone, and I asked him about it. And I straight up told him, I was like, man, I never thought that you would ever be into that stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm into it. Like, just me thinking, like, because of his status that he had and his reputation, I never thought he would be into, like, live streams and gaming at all.
Yeah.
It makes you think, like, because so many people just hide what they actually want to do.
It is kind of... it's just so hard to talk to people in school, though. That's the reason why.
High school.
High school.
High school is it's so judgy.
Yeah.
There are cliques, there is reputations, there's popularity, but the second you're out of it...
And it's crazy, because it's not like that really anywhere else either. Because even college, like, even though I'm not in college necessarily, like, I know what it's like, as in, like, I think everyone knows someone that went to college. Mm-hmm. And there's cliques, but it's not the same. You can talk to really anybody you want. People are going to be willing to get to know you, unless they're still reminiscing on their high school days. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, everyone's going to be more open, so...
I hate people who peak in high school.
You think people really... I don't think anyone peaks in high school. I think the only reason they peak in high school is because they let themselves peak in high school, if that makes sense.
It may be a placebo effect.
You think so?
They have so much fun stuff. It's just, I don't want to meet someone who's 30 and then talking about like a high school football game or a high school party. Well, like, man, I used to get trashed at high school. I'm like, what? I don't really... I've always said this. And I will stick by it. When I am in my 20s and my friend group is not talking about fitness, making yourself better, business, like stocks, and like stuff that actually grow yourself, I don't want it.
Friend groups really matter to like your life, essentially.
It's kind of how we were talking about last episode. It's like, to live in Hollywood, you kind of need
a lot
to be like a yes man. You need to have that group that can get you in. That's why connections are so important.
Connections do be important.
They're very important. And
I think everybody should take advantage of connections. Unless you're just not feeling it, then don't do anything you don't want to do. I think is the best thing.
Exactly. I mean, do something that, like, life starts when you get out of your comfort zone.
That is a fact.
Life starts when you get out of your comfort zone. But if it's something that you just... if you're uncomfortable doing it and it could harm you in the future, don't do it. But say, like, your fear is, like, surfing. Like, you're so scared of surfing that you're going to fail. That's something that, like, just try it. Like, try to get out of your comfort zone. Try to do it or something like that. Or maybe take that impulsive decision to go travel somewhere that you haven't been before, that you've been wanting to for years and years. And now you finally have the finances to do it. Just go do it.
Surfing does sound scary.
It does sound scary. I mean, what was that one girl's name that got surfing and got her arm
chopped
bit off by a shark?
And then she got a movie on it.
Yeah, she got.
So she ended up making
it started with a book, and then producers decided to make a movie.
Is that an easy way out?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I really don't, because so many people don't understand how money really works. They think I have this great sum of money. It's like, say you win $1 million off a game show.
What?
Half of that's going to go towards taxes.
I was about to say.
And then so many people are going to start contacting you. Hey, man,
but I still think
got that money that you owe me. So many people don't understand how money really works. They really don't.
You don't think it helped her a little bit?
Maybe.
Oh, I think it helped her a lot of it.
Oh, with medical bills. Oh, yeah.
No, but I'm saying with her career, it wouldn't be at the point it is right now I don't even know where she's at. She's probably
So
doing
you're
stuff.
saying she literally risked an arm.
And she profited on. She made profit.
Don't say
Like,
it's like it cost you an arm and a leg, or really it did cost her an arm.
And now she's probably rich, I'd assume. I hope. She has a movie and a book.
Up there. I don't think she's 1%, but I think she's up there.
1%. So, well, I got it's pretty hard.
What is 1%? Like, what would you consider
Not
1%? Huh?
Not 1%.
I know, but what sort of amount of money do you have to be considered the 1% in the United States?
In the United States, that's different. I wouldn't even consider it money. I think I would consider it living environment, I guess.
Assets?
Yeah, like what you can get away with doing in life. Because I think everyone knows rich people can get away with more stuff. They can get away with potentially illegal stuff if they do it the right way. So I don't know if it's really about money as much as what you can get away with.
I don't understand. Okay, like I'm just gonna say this again. People don't understand how money works.
That is true.
And people are saying, like Jeff Bezos, people don't like Jeff Bezos being rich. They don't.
They do hate on that, don't they?
They really do, and I don't understand.
That's the funniest thing.
It's like, yes, he can help, but he has helped. Elon Musk has helped. Bill Gates has helped. Steve Jobs, when he was still alive, has helped. Everything. But the reason why that Amazon so Amazon last year didn't pay taxes. They didn't.
That's funny.
And here's why. Here's why they didn't pay taxes. So I think I forgot how much profitability they made, but they spent all their profits before taxes season came. So they didn't get taxed on all their profits.
That's smart.
They still it's like they're spending, they're reinvesting it. They're hiring more people. They're opening more locations. They're inventing new things. Have you heard of the new Amazon Fresh stores?
I feel like I have, actually.
There's only 4 locations, and they're all in California. And it's a buggy. They have like a smart buggy, and you like sync your phone to it. You sign up, and you take like an item, like say like a box of mac and cheese. And when you put it in your buggy, it automatically detects it and it charges you. So it has like
crazy.
your list, and it has like the total, and whenever you take it out, it charges your card automatically.
So it's like a Apple Watch, but buggy thing.
I don't know. I couldn't compare it to that.
Me neither.
I don't know how you could compare it to that.
Well, I mean, like as far as how quick it is and efficient, because you know how you can like pay with the Apple Watch, like my mom does at Subway.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems really efficient. It also seems really expensive, honestly.
That's the same stuff. I mean, to build it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But to use it, I mean, Amazon makes billions.
They don't need to worry, I guess, about stuff.
I think their net worth like 1.6 trillion. That's their net worth. Apple just became the first company to hit 2 trillion.
Imagine that.
Apple just became the
first.
And
now, like, what is that money like? How do you even calculate that money? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know? Because what is that money being used for, though?
Okay, so you don't know how... Do you not know how to find profit?
No, I get that, right?
Revenue minus expenses.
Yeah. No. I understand that. But, like, a company making money is weird to me because it's not an individual, I think. I understand it, and I get it, but...
I mean, so what a company does is that, I mean, they take all their profits, like, that month, and they... spread it across all their assets. They spread it across, or not all their assets, their liabilities, their expenses. So if they're doing advertising expenses, factory expenses, employer expenses, like all that stuff. That's what accounting will teach you.
That's the crazy part of me, because it's a trillion, but it never stays as a trillion. You know what I mean? Like, it's always just split it up, so... dude, money's so weird when it's not an individual. Because it's like with the company, they can have so much money, but they don't actually have that money because they have to spread it out so... versatility... I don't know.
It's so...
Versatility...
I have no idea. It's so diverse.
Diverse, yeah.
Just use that word.
Everything's
so diverse. Everything's different. The versatility of everything just makes it so you have different aspects, I think.
Yeah.
I'm using big boy words that I don't understand.
Me neither. But it's okay.
It is okay.
I had... Oh, dude. Have you been keeping up with a little bit of football or no?
No.
Well.
Nope.
We got a W.
Panthers are 3-7.
Panthers went out sad last game.
I don't understand.
They were up. They looked good, and they were competing with the Bucs, and then the second half hit, and it looked really, really disgusting.
Nope. Tom Brady decided to pull Super Bowl 52, 51.
Dude, he decided to win. Is what he dropped 46. Well, he didn't drop 46.
It was 48, I think. The team, was it 46 to 23?
Yeah, it was 46 to 29. I think. I'm pretty sure it was a crazy score, sad score. I think.
Sad score was the Browns and Texans.
Dude,
10-7.
Don't talk about. I had so many fantasy players on the Texans because I was like, I didn't know what the weather was like.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Will Fuller, he's a wide receiver. Brandon Cooks a wide receiver, and David Johnson is a running back, all starting. Because realistically, those guys have all scored like 10 points together. Mm-hmm. Or not together. David Johnson, that's just because he wasn't starting. But Will and Brandon were a good move. But then it was like, oh, rain delay. And I'm like, oh, no. Because you can't like sub them out if there's a delay in the game. And as soon as I knew the weather was bad, I was like, yeah, it's going to be a low-scoring game.
I would ask you about the Masters, but I doubt you watched the Masters.
Oh, yes, golf. You see the hole-in-one the other day?
Oh, okay, so you saw that.
No, I didn't. I was just guessing. I saw one hole-in-one like a while back ago, like a week ago.
So they had like practice rounds before the game on Wednesday.
Oh, it was a practice round? Yeah.
Huh? And the one that, so like the guy that skipped the ball across the water and
I did see that. I did see that.
That was pretty cool. No, but Dustin Johnson won with, he broke the record of lowest score on the course.
Dude, that sounds so bad. If you're any other fan besides a golf fan, you hear, he got the lowest score. And you're just kind of like, oh, that's pretty awful. But then you realize it's golf, and that's really good.
That's how you win. That's how you win. You want a low score.
Yeah, it's weird to me. But I like golf. And isn't it, like, they don't even really, like, keep up with score? Isn't it, like, the negatives and 0 and positives?
I mean, yeah, so...
I'm sure they have a legit tally, though, for hits or whatever.
Oh yeah. It's like, so say... the par is 72 for the course, and you score a 68, then
you're -4.
That's
dope. Yeah.
So.
And for the legit stat, because like when it comes to, what's a good?
So the stats.
Yeah.
For golf, are how many putts. If you hit a fairway off the tee box, if you hit the green in regulation. Some people track if they hit a bunker, up and downs, which is like you hit one onto the green and then put it in. That's an up and down. So those are like the kind of stats, and then of course like your score.
I love stats. I'm a weird guy. Like,
you want to keep stats for me whenever I go play?
Dude, I'm such a statistical dude, but I hate math. It's so weird because stats aren't math. I learned that it can be a form of math, but they don't, it's all simple math. It's not anything ridiculous. But like football stats, basketball stats, like, and I like trying to guess stats. I like trying to combine all the stats to figure out what it means.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really like stats. I'm a weird guy, but.
There's nothing wrong. You can make a living off that.
You can. And
you really can.
I would try, but right now I'm 18, so. I'm kind of just vibing.
There's no better time to start than now.
That is true. That is very true. I just
What do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years?
In the next 5, dude, I have plans. Not really. I want to say I have plans, but it's like I kind of just want to see what life brings me, low key. But I'm not gonna wait for it to bring me anything, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like if nothing happens,
you have to attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. If nothing happens, eventually I'm gonna attack. And when I say eventually, I mean like in the next couple months. But I want to try literally everything.
2021, I hope, is going to be the year
that
we actually have something with the podcast.
Because I want to definitely keep doing this. Eventually, I want to try live streaming a little bit, just to see how it goes, just to see if it progresses.
Well, I'm going to tell you about that, because I tried doing that for a couple months. It's very hard. It's extremely hard.
I didn't get successful with it, but I had a really lucky day. Like when I was 15 trying to do stuff. I was doing Madden 15.
$60,000.
Yeah, they do about 100, and there was no security against botting, I guess, which is because you can set up bots to buy the new Xbox or PS5. So dude buys 100 of them, and that's probably it's a lot of money, and you're right, and it probably is his life savings. But here's my thing: he's gonna profit no matter what. All he has to sell is probably 50 of them to make a decent profit because he's gonna sell them for $1,500 a piece, and they go for $500.
$1,500 for a piece. I'm gonna do the math on that real quick.
I actually wanted to, but I just didn't get around to it.
So each of them cost $600.
$500.
500?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's $50,000 he spent.
And
around.
Probably an easy $50,000 for his mind.
Okay, so $50,000 he spent, and he's selling them for $1,500 a piece.
More than likely, but the thing is that's going to go down within time. But let's say you sold 50 of them already. Just say 50, because that would be a realistic number.
1,500 for 50. So he sold. Wait, crap. Okay, 1,500 times 50. Nope. Dude, this thing sucks. 1,500 times 50. $75,000.
He already profited. And I think he sold all of them.
By $25,000.
I think he sold literally every single one, too, because it's so out of stock everywhere. Besides on eBay.
So say he sold all of them. He would have made a $100,000 profit.
And he's going to sell all of them. That's the crazy thing, because...
Yeah, I love capitalism, man.
No matter what, he already sold 50 of them. I know that by heart. I can just know that, and I know he sold it for that price because people are buying it for $3,000, and people are still trying to buy it for $3,000 because some people just have that money. I don't.
And
that's why I'm waiting. But
I don't even have enough. I don't have the savings for this regular price.
It's crazy though because we have people like that, and then we have people that bought like 20 of them at a time. Obviously not to that extreme, but... I
feel like that's going to be the future, though.
Always, because, I mean...
This is the first time I'm ever hearing about it, though.
The bots or the...
The buying in bulk consoles.
It's not just consoles, either. They have PC parts. People were doing that heavy. They had better security against it. But people could still buy, like, 10 at a time, and then you can resell it for $100 more, or maybe, like, this guy's doing $1,000 more.
Gosh, man.
But I mean, even because he's already sold 50, the price is going to go down in December. I think it's really going to hit because they're going to. This is how they always do it with stuff like this: throw out a little stock at a time. Then December hits. It's Christmas. Release massive amounts of stock for all the Walmart, GameStop, Amazon, so people can actually afford it.
Black Friday as well.
Black Friday. I mean, that's going to be miserable though if you try to get a console on Black Friday. Like, end of conversation.
If you're going to try and get technology on Black Friday,
that is a fact.
And then you have Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is because most of it is online.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try and capitalize on when that comes around. Cyber Monday.
Set up a bot, buy you 1,500 somethings, and resell them for something. I don't know. It's
so hard. I mean, it's for something that you have to find something that's so popular and in demand.
That's why this was it's crazy.
It's so, because it's going to be so easy to sell it. People are like, I'll give you $3,000. Okay. I just bought it for $500. That's a $2,500 profit right there.
Nuts, dude. And the least he's going to sell all these for is $500. The very least. Because, dude.
He's definitely going to get his money back.
And
definitely.
Way more.
Because that's how business works. You buy a whole bunch of stuff in bulk. So say like you bought a 12-pack of soda, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
What was that? $3 for a 12-pack. So 3 divided by... Okay, so $3 divided by...
Math.
12. Nope, that was times. I hate this computer. Or I hate the calculator in this computer. Each of those cans was 25 cents. Each of those cans was 25 cents. And say you can sell each can for $1.
That is a lot of money.
Profit. That's it.
Imagine.
That was your living. Capitalism makes you work for what you want. It's you work hard, but you get rewarded.
That is a fact. So you know what also would work? Communism.
No.
In theory, I think it's a great idea.
No.
Just can't ever be executed because the human brain is flawed. But communism.
Okay, go to China. That's
what I'm saying. The human brain is flawed, so it doesn't work there.
Yeah.
There's so much corruption in everywhere.
Communism
it would suck here.
is corrupt.
It would be so much bad here.
Wait, so would you not agree that communism is corrupt?
Every time it's been used, it's been corrupted because of the human.
So that means
it will never work.
Okay, so communism should just be ruled by robots.
It's kind of like perfection, right? Because in theory, it sounds amazing, but it's never gonna work.
Everything, not everything's gonna work. Not capitalism doesn't work.
Yeah, that's not
100%.
Yeah. But it's better, just because it's people need a leader theoretically, and like, I don't know. But communism is just kind of like, yo, you're equal. There is a leader, I guess, but there shouldn't be. That it is so weird. Communism is weird.
That's why I like the U.S. government, like how
it is the best.
Like how it's set up. It's like you have the 3 branches, and they all have to agree.
It's the best for anti-corruption.
I wouldn't say that.
You don't think so? You think there's better forms of government out there for anti-corruption?
If you're talking about, if you're comparing governments to governments,
then communism would be the best theoretically.
I can't know. I can't say because I don't know much about the Asian like maybe like the Russian government. I don't know much about
We're gonna tell you people over UK, there are not living.
The French. I don't know much about their government. I don't know how they run.
I know.
The only thing I know about the UK government is it is a monarchy and there's like a prime minister and the Queen does nothing.
I know you literally. The bad thing about free healthcare is that you cannot get an MRI. Like you can, but you have to be on your deathbed, so it doesn't matter at that point.
I'm so back and forth on like free healthcare.
I'm just using that as an example because
I'm so back and forth because like
it can't be used effectively in my opinion.
I agree that it should be available to those who truly need it.
Yeah.
But I also think if you have the money, then you should be allowed access to higher stuff. That's why I think if a public and private healthcare system got developed, I feel like you should have the right to choose.
Yeah, and the biggest problem, like I was saying, with healthcare is you can't get anything. Free healthcare. Like, it just takes way too much to get little, almost. Because an MRI here it's hard to get, but it's not.
And taxes would increase tremendously just to pay for it.
So, like, an MRI, like, right now, you could get an MRI available. That's the thing. Like, it's available to us. I don't care how expensive it is, but it's available. If you have a severe problem going on, you can get one. But in free healthcare system, it's really, at least in the UK, because my mom was talking about it because she has a friend that lives in the UK that was going through this. So, it's just kind of like, I don't know how it is for Canada. They might just hand out free MRIs, but I think that's too...
I don't know.
Costly.
All the stories I've heard from Canadian healthcare system is that like there's a wait line and it's extremely bad.
Yeah, so free healthcare is just like it's like communism. In theory it works. In theory it should work so well.
But when it gets executed,
it's just
then
awful.
Nothing. I don't think America's not perfect. It's not. And we should
have the most perfect government. I would hope in the world because we just live so freely. I guess
I would say if we were in 1970, I would probably agree with you. But how polarized we are now,
that has nothing to do. I don't know if that has to do with our government though. I think that has to do with advertising. I
think the system.
Oh, yeah.
That our government works, like how bills and laws and orders are made, I think it's good. Well, unpopular opinion, I think the executive order should be abolished. I don't think the president should have the full right to this is what's happening.
Executive order.
Huh?
I don't really get that now because
executive order is a
I know what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
But Trump was like, I'm going to use an executive order to ban TikTok. He can't do that theoretically. He can, but he can't.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some regulation to it. But I don't know. It's like the president doesn't have power and he has power, but like
he has the power to say whether a bill goes into law or not. Have you heard about Joe Biden thing when the second he gets like a month into office, he's going to sign an executive order that gets rid of $10,000 of each person with their student loans debt and stuff.
What's that going to do to the economy though?
We don't know.
Okay.
That's so weird. Like maybe economic.
Yeah, it's kind of a different kind of thing, isn't it? It's just, I wonder if because that has to have some sort of impact on somebody.
taxes.
You can't just do that.
Joe Biden already said he's going to cut the defense and military budget. Taxes are definitely going to increase.
So that's all he's trying to do, is increase taxes?
I heard gas prices are also going to increase.
I mean, if taxes increase, gas prices are going to increase.
It's going to go from like $2 a gallon to up to $4.50 a gallon.
Jeez.
That's going to be...
So maybe currency as a whole will increase, theoretically?
Maybe. I mean...
I hope this also makes minimum wage increase.
I hope minimum wage increases. Like, I don't believe $15 minimum wage, but I do believe in $10 minimum wage.
Yeah, me too. I think that should be...
I'm scared for small businesses. Because if that increase happens, they are required to at least pay that. But some small businesses can't afford that.
Maybe this is asking for too much, but as far as, like, minimum wage, I think if you work 8 hours... No, I think if you work 10 hours, you should get $100 out of that day. Like, I feel like that's just... That should be something. Because, like, working 10 hours and getting 70. Because that is a realistic thing that happens. Some people work 10 hours and get 60. Because minimum wage isn't always followed in these, like, local towns where a gas station is just hiring. And they're like, oh, you're young. I'll give you $6.50 if you work here for 12 hours at a time.
Yeah.
So.
It's stupid.
Yeah, minimum wage is ridiculous. And it's not even followed at all, really. It's just kind of like a standard.
It is a standard. I mean, it's illegal to pay under it.
It is, but I mean, it happens in so many places that aren't like all I'm trying to say is like local that don't really have to follow minimum wage, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They just $5 to do this.
It also may take into account if they're registered as a certain business. So, because I know like nonprofit businesses, I think they can have an exemption on taxes and minimum wage. And churches as well. So
people are crazy. I think that's the way this all goes down.
The economy is definitely weird.
And minimum wage should increase, I think. But if minimum wage increases, I also do agree with like everything increasing in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because that has to happen. I understand that. I'm not going to be one of these guys that says raise minimum wage to $20, but then make taxes lower because that just doesn't make sense. Work out?
Yeah.
I've been working out.
He finally got a rack. Finally got a rack in. So we're doing some squats.
Is this first day?
Huh?
Is this first day you're doing it?
Of the rack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me what your squat is when
if we do squats, I know for a fact we're going to do bench press. I know for a fact.
Oh, don't mix the two. Don't be one of those guys. Be smart about working out.
He's deciding what we're doing.
If you're going to work one muscle group at a time, take a little break, then go to another muscle group. Please do not bench and squat on the same day. It's an extended break that you don't have to take. I'm a big believer in rest. Like, that is my biggest thing about life. I am
too, but I feel like too much rest for me will cause me to get back into my slump.
I get that. But, like, when I say rest, I mean do cardio every day, but rest the muscle group you worked out. Because cardio is not going to hurt anything.
Well, a full body workout.
You can do it every once in a while, but I wouldn't do it every day.
I would, at least once a week. I would do a full body workout once a week.
I wouldn't. That's just me personally, though.
That's what I would.
Yeah, I feel it. I like full body workouts are cool until like the next day. And then you feel like you have to take a break for a minute, and I don't like that feeling. I like having to work every day pretty hard. I don't know. I just go hard every day. You know, I go hard in the paint, go hard in the post. I'm kind of like 7'1". You know what I mean?
I hear you. On that note, guys,
we're gonna
wrap this up.
Oh, all right, bet.
We're gonna wrap this up, guys. We appreciate you watching.
Actually, was a pretty long episode. I don't know how it will be in edit.
It's gonna probably just, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But overall, thank you guys for watching.
Danke.
That's
German for thank you.
Okay.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, I took German. You know.
Okay.
There's a fun fact of the day. All right. What, you want me to say something?
Do you want to say something?
I know PC needs to be represented properly.
We don't have any today.
Yeah, that is true.
Unfortunately. Someone didn't go to the store.
Okay. If I would have went to the store, maybe I would have never came back. You know what I mean? It happens.
No.
It happens.
No. Okay. All jokes aside, we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the 3480 podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
And ma'am. Peace.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow? I just totally...
Tomorrow. He completely just Nope.
I'll say happy birthday to you tomorrow.
There'll be a birthday post.
Oh.
So
spicy.
I'm going to make a birthday post for me.
You've been at it for 19 years.
19 years.
You've been living for so long.
I'm going to be 19 years old.
So
I'm
old.
almost 20.
You're going to start getting gray hairs.
I'm almost 20, man. Okay, overall, guys, we thank you for watching.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for follows. Is that anything else?
No, we're
good. Harmonica.
Mm.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.
Peace.